Hi, I'm Krista,
And I'm Sarah.
and we have this podcast called Have We Talked About? Where two friends at different points in their lives chat about
Everything in their lives, from current events to pop culture, from self-care to self-indulgence, and everything in between.
Join us weekly to see what we talk about next. Hey girl, hey.
Hey, go, hey, how's it going?
It's been going pretty good. I can't really complain. Got some good news today, and I think that's always a good way to start off a week or the end of a week or anything. Good news is always puts you in a good vibe.
Absolutely. It doesn't even matter what day it is.
Exactly. And I think it's a good energy to bring into today's episode. I think it would be a good idea to give our listeners a glimpse into who is behind the microphone, right? Like, who are we? What are we? Exactly. How old are we? Mm-hmm. Mentally and biologically. So, yeah, Sarah, what are your thoughts about kind of giving the listeners a sneak peek into, backstage of our lives?
Absolutely. Yeah, let's do it. Let's, because they obviously don't know, but like, where did we meet and become friends? Like, that's a huge one.
Yeah, because, we don't think exactly the same. We definitely don't like the same shows. We've established that.
I think yes.
We are diametrically opposite in terms of stages of our lives, as well as we are in different age brackets. So I think those will be all interesting things to reveal to the audience, because it's not like we're besties and we've been besties since kindergarten. No. We met at work, which I think a lot of people meet good friends at work because you spend most of your time there.
Exactly. And this is like pre-COVID when we were in the office every single day.
Yes. Yes. Our French, us knowing each other goes at least back 5 years.
Yes.
Exactly. Friendship is probably a little shorter. Cause,
maybe like 4.
Needed to wear you down a little bit.
That's funny. So do you remember, what were your first impressions of me? Do you remember meeting me? I remember meeting you for the first time. But yeah, what were your first thoughts or impressions of me?
So here's the thing, Sarah, and I don't know if you remember this, is that you actually added me on LinkedIn before you even started there.
No, and then I did not.
Yes, you did. So when I met you for the first time, I don't remember it, but I remember being like, wait a minute, I recognize this face. And then
I don't believe that. I'm going to fact check that right now.
Fact check it, please, for the audience. So yes, we were LinkedIn connections before you'd even started. Maybe that was your way of nudging to the universe that we could work at the same place. But maybe you were in the interview portion of the time. But I would at least say within a month before you started, we were at LinkedIn connections.
That's hilarious.
And I called you out on it afterwards, by the way. And you're like, haha, that sounds like me.
That's hilarious. And that's very bold of me. Like, my
Wasn't
goodness.
It?
Yeah.
Ballsy. And our jobs don't even relate to each other either.
I was just going to say that. We're in completely different departments, completely different areas. So the fact that I did that, oh my gosh, who am I?
Right? Maybe you thought I was somebody different, though I don't think that that's the case. But, you definitely supported some of my work. But, yeah, in a day-to-day, we wouldn't necessarily need to interact with each other. But we did. We were physically located on the same side of the floor.
Mm-hmm. That's hilarious. So you thought I was crazy?
No. So when I first met you, I don't remember exactly when I first met you, but I think I probably thought of you like, oh, okay, she's a type A, so this will be a problem.
That's funny.
You're very chipper and positive, and I'm a little bit more neutral. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to probably have to break her in because I actually don't operate like that. So we're going to have to kind of learn each other's styles a bit better, especially when I do have to work with you, that we're on the same page. But it turned out that opposites attract because once you were indoctrinated into the Krista humor, I feel like you were all in.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you tell me. I don't remember exactly the first time that we met, because we were also physically located in different offices because we were in transition to move to the new space.
Yes, exactly. And I remember coming into your space. I was a different space. And my colleague introducing me to you and your team. And I remember being like, oh my gosh, she's so intimidating.
Oh!
Yikes. Like, I don't even know if you smiled.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, wow,
that's possible.
That's frightening. But then I feel like once we all moved into the same space, the new space, our offices were just down the hall from one another. Mm-hmm. And I don't even know how it like even blossomed into what it is today, to be honest.
I could speculate. I had a tendency to come in there and just take over and hijack what you guys were doing and be like, do you guys want to hear what's on my mind? No? Okay, it doesn't matter. Blah, 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 blah. And then just, couple little jokes there, a couple little venting. Always preface, we're like, I'm telling a joke, guys. I'm venting, guys. Just, you know.
I think I found your humor, like, you have a very different type of humor, but I liked it. I like how real you are.
Yes. That's
and I respect your position and what you did and everything like that. So I don't know. I feel like it just blossomed over time, and then we found interests that shared interest, and yeah, I think it just blossomed over time, even though we're in completely different departments.
Absolutely. I wouldn't say couldn't be more different, but definitely like we don't work side by side. But I think we have opposite perspectives, but we both kind of come to the same conclusion in terms of like we both have to deal with people. So I think us being able to understand people is kind of what bonded us. Yeah. Where it's like, here's how we should be handling it. Here's how this type of personality should be handled. This happened at work. Am I crazy for thinking this about it? And we always seem to be aligned in that perspective.
Yeah.
And you thought it was funny, which always helps.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So that's kind of where we met, at work. And then again, I think it just blossomed over time. And then I went on maternity leave. And then I think we continued talking a bit, not too much. But
everything changed drastically.
Totally. But then, at the end of the day, you have each other on social media and everything. So you stay in touch that way.
Sure.
And then I think we reconnected again, how's it going? How's everything going? Saw you got a different job, things like that. And then I think the conversation just continued and never really stopped.
Well, we enjoy talking to each other, hence the birth of this podcast.
Yeah, 100%.
Just to give perspective, we both worked in the office in downtown Toronto, but we actually don't live in the same city either. Because I live in the city and Sarah lives in the suburbs.
Sure do.
But not where you grew up, right? You
Correct.
Where did Sarah grow up?
Markham.
Ooh. I grew up in Mississauga, but live in the downtown area.
So what are some quick facts about you that you would like to share with our audience?
I'm single as a Pringle. I identify as female, biologically or otherwise. I am in the 35 plus age range.
Okay.
For ageism, I will not reveal exactly what that number is. Mentally, I'm still about 27.
Yep. Okay.
What else are some fun facts? I hate cheese, but eat pizza.
You hate cheese?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes, hate cheese. What else are some fun facts? I have a phobia about thunderstorms and worms. Not my fave. So we had a snowstorm in the last month or couple of months where there was thunder and lightning during the snowstorm, and that was terrifying because I was driving on the road. What else? I'm a middle child. I have middle child syndrome pretty strongly. And I'm actually, in person, very introverted and shy, which can come across as intimidating.
At least that did with me.
And I'm a Gemini.
Ooh, good one. And then I am the literally complete opposite. I don't live in I did live in downtown Toronto, but I don't currently. I live in the suburbs with my husband, my cat, my 3-year-old son, and hopefully another, well, not hopefully, oh my gosh, don't say that, and another baby on the way. I lived in this place for about 5.5 years now. Take the train into work when we had to go into work. I'm a Leo. I'm an only child.
Yep. What's your age range?
Oh, early 30s. Yeah, I think that's about it. Some really exciting things.
Well, I think we can do maybe a quick little rapid fire to kind of dig into some more just creative outside the bio stuff, right?
Yeah. What do you think people would say about you or describe you to other people?
I would say this is not the first time I've heard intimidating, even though it's never my intention to intimidate people. But I'm funny.
Good one.
Cute as a button. I do give great advice, right? Where you say, yeah, totally. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I guess to your point is I'm real, and I try and be real as much as possible. Life is too short to be profesh.
Yeah. Yes, queen. That's awesome.
What would people say about you, Miss Sarah?
I think people would say I'm positive and bubbly. If people just met
not
me,
by listening to this podcast, though.
Oh, come on.
Aggressive.
I would say initially they would say I'm shy, but I think once you know me, I'm positive and bubbly. I try to look at the positives and try to look at the, cup half full. I truly care about people. I am a people pleaser, and I know I'm trying not to be, but I am in the end. And I do truly care about everybody, and I think sometimes that's also a weakness of mine, because sometimes I care too much. Yeah, I think that's what people kind of would say about me. I care. I'm supportive. I'm your cheerleader on the side.
I agree. You're very much those things. I think from two different perspectives, you could come across as reserved, and so could I, but for different reasons. Whereas you were trying to be reserved and polite, of being profesh, and I can come off as reserved as I'm judging.
Right. Got it.
When I'm not. Yeah. I'm just neutral.
Yeah. That's valid. I wonder if any listeners, what they, maybe their horoscope aligns with ours, or maybe their family dynamics aligns with ours. I'd love to kind of hear that.
Sure.
In terms of...
You're my first Leo friend, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know if astrologically we actually align, but I remember when we discovered that, I'm like, wow, I don't think I have any friends that are Leos. I think the people that I do have friends are probably not aligned with my sign, but Leos are ferocious. And you,
yeah, but I don't think I am.
You're more like kitten than lion.
But I can be if you cross me, or if you F with something important to me, like my family or my son or something, the claws, the fangs are coming out.
I believe that. I believe that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, that's funny. Okay, so we'll have some super random questions, and we'll just kind of rapid fire at each other.
Yeah. Do you want me to kick it off, or you want to kick it off?
I'll do. Do you collect anything?
Do I collect anything? I would say I'm not an avid collector, but I did collect for a short period of time as concert tickets.
Ooh, nice.
But as a child, I used to collect keychains.
Oh, like
Yeah.
from every place you went to, like every new place you went to?
Yeah, or got other people to bring me stuff, or any kind of weird or interesting keychain. Like maybe it was a keychain that had some little gadget that turned it into 2 keychains, or
Oh
it was a
my
bottle
God.
opener, or whatever. Turned into a pen. Like, yeah.
That's funny.
I don't know how long that lasted. I feel like that lasted longer than it was supposed to. And my keychain collection was not that cool.
That's funny. And random. But that's funny.
What do you collect? Beanie Babies?
Okay, yeah, maybe when I was like 9.
Yeah.
And now they're worth nothing now. Too bad. When I travel, I like to collect a magnet from wherever I traveled. I don't know, it's super random, but I like it. And then I look at my fridge and be like, oh, remember when I was at that place? Wish I could go back.
So where's the last magnet that you added? Where was it from? Florida?
Probably Florida was the last place I went to. And I think I got one at like Disney Springs. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just reminds me, I still do buy keychains when I travel from the place that I go.
Oh, that's so funny.
Unconsciously, I do that. They always end up breaking, but yeah.
What is your favorite day of the week?
I love this question. My favorite day of the week is Friday, because you wake up with the excitement knowing that this is your final push.
Yeah.
From like a work perspective.
Yeah.
And the weekend is still so big in terms of days.
Yeah.
Right? Like once I hit the like noon mark on Friday, I feel like free as a bird. Mm-hmm. I try and keep my schedule as clear as I possibly can. And then I just know that like Friday night is when I feel the most free and relaxed.
And tired.
I try not to think about that until I wake up on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to do chores on Friday night. Like, I'm just like,
no.
It's me time.
Totally.
What about you?
Totally. Yeah, I think if you asked me in my 20s, I would say Thursday.
Ooh.
Because it's like, you're almost there, but like, I'm still going out Thursday night.
Ooh.
And Friday is just like, whatever. But now, probably Friday. Yeah.
Friday's a good day.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Maybe on Thursday when it's like a long weekend coming.
Oh, yes.
Right? And then
yeah.
You went out on Thursdays. Interesting. I always used to go out on Monday nights, which is never a good...
Monday night?
Yeah.
Who goes out on Monday nights?
Yeah, it's... I mean, I will say I miss a lot of work on Tuesdays as a result of that, but they were the
where
funnest.
would you go?
Anywhere. Monday nights are usually reserved for like what they call like industry people. So those that work at like bars and clubs, they would work on the weekend, right? So when do they get to go out and socialize and chill? It would be on like a Monday or Tuesday night. So I didn't work in the industry, but those nights were always the most fun. So I would go to my local watering hole on Monday night being like, I'm just going to go for one drink.
12 drinks later.
Exactly. And anyone that knows me is that I am the queen of peer pressure, of pressuring others. So one drink
in a nice way.
Yeah, being like, we're having a good time. This is a good vibe. Like, it'll be fine. It's never fine. Yeah. And then, the lights come on at 3 a.m. and I'm like, okay. And then walk across the street to my condo and I go to bed. And then try and get up for work.
But then you struggle the entire week. Because I feel like, and then you're behind in your sleep starting Monday. Yeah,
so Monday doesn't, like, these are my earlier years, though. I want to say, let the listeners know. This is not when I had, like, responsible job or, like, had a, position of power. It's like I was figuring myself out. But I've gone to work on a Tuesday really hungover before. So hungover that I wasn't hungover. I was still drunk.
I was going to say, who hasn't gone to work drunk on a Friday, but, like, not on a Tuesday.
See, like, the thing is, though,
you're pushing it.
I'm pushing it, but am I just really super smart? Because if I go home early on a Monday because I'm sick, or on Tuesday because I'm sick, nobody thinks it's because I went out the night before.
Valid. That's 100%. True.
So I'd be like, I'm going to go into work. If I can't make it, it'll be fine. Mm-hmm. But if I can, I'm a superstar. And then as soon as I get home at 5 o'clock, I won't make any plans after. And then I just go straight to sleep.
Oh my gosh.
to recover.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I've just given everyone a tip.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's see if they take it.
This doesn't sound like the supportive Sarah right now, but anyways, I'm gonna let it slide. Do you want me to ask you a little rapid fire? How do you feel about? Are you more of a texting or a talking person?
I think it depends who it is. And
Ooh.
yeah, I think it depends who it is.
Do you talk on the phone with anybody ever?
My mom.
Oh, okay, yeah. So let's take
Like
boomers.
family out.
Yeah.
Let's take that generation out. Well, then obviously texting. It's quicker and faster.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I love sending gifts. Sometimes it just gets your point across better. And sometimes people just need to laugh. You know?
Absolutely. I agree. I agree also. I'm a texter over a talker because I feel like unless somebody's in like a bad situation that they need to talk to somebody, because I've had that. I've had people call me because they need to talk because they're crying.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm like, yeah, just send me a text so that I can like get back to you on my time and we can just kind of do that kind of banter.
Yeah.
What's the last song that you downloaded? Does anybody download songs anymore?
Well, that's what I was gonna ask. I remember back in the day there used to be LimeWire. Definitely downloaded
LimeWire.
through there and got tons of viruses on my parents' computer. Sorry about that.
Yes.
I don't remember the last time I downloaded anything.
So what's the last song you listened to then?
Probably something on the radio when I dropped my son off this morning to daycare.
Oh.
I can't remember what. Oh, you know what song my son loves? Let me try that again. Do you know what song my son loves? It's the Lizzo song.
Which one is that one?
I think it's called In a Minute, maybe.
Oh.
In a minute, I'm gonna need a sentimental man, a woman to pump me up. He knows those words.
And as do you.
Yep. And when that song comes on, we are just pumping in the car. It is awesome.
I definitely need a video of that.
Yeah, it's really fun. I love that song. It pumps me up. It just pumps me up. I love it.
Lizzo songs do that.
They do, 100%. Yeah. What about you? What was the last song you downloaded or potentially listened to?
Last song I listened to isn't a song that's current, but for whatever reason I wanted to like see the video of was the song with Ice Spice and Pink Pantheress or whatever. It's one that people use, I think, as audio a lot for TikToks. It's like, Pues a la No,
Okay.
never heard that one?
I probably have.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I was listening to that and some other Ice Spice song. Who
Nice.
I don't know who that is specifically, but she's like a rapper who wears this like curly orange wig, it looked like. So she kind of looks like an ethnic Annie, like Orphan Annie. But I know that's not her real hair because I've seen other videos where her hair is long and straight. So yeah, that's the last one I listened to.
Got it. Are you a coffee or a tea drinker or a soda pop drinker, or like what's your caffeine beverage of choice?
I don't drink soda or pop. I used to drink that hardcore as a kid. My mom used to like jack us up on
Oh my
soda
god.
/ pop. So as a result, I don't drink it now. I'm more like a sparkling water or kombucha girl when if it comes to carbonated.
Fancy.
If I drink soda or pop, it's usually like a Diet Coke with lime, because I'm fancy. For coffee or tea, I do both. It depends. In the morning, I need like a black coffee if I feel like tired, and I drink it before workout, and then I will then mix that up with tea during the day. Where at our old work, you would know that I very much was like a tea drinker all day long because it was cold in the office.
Yeah, valid. And it's nice just to drink something. I don't know. It's just nice to have something. I get it. Fun fact, I also don't like nor do I drink pop or soda.
Ooh.
I have never drank pop or soda.
But you've had it before, but you do not like it.
No, I've never. I've never.
You've never.
Mm-mm.
You've never had a Coke or a Sprite.
Nope. Never. But I do like.
So what do you drink
champagne
when you
and prosecco?
Okay, so Thursday night, Sarah's at the bar. What is she drinking? She's not doing a Jack and Coke.
Depends what mood I'm in. Maybe it's just like a beer. Maybe it's like a fancy like girly drink. Maybe it's like, maybe I'm feeling like classy that night, like a prosecco. Like, I don't know.
What kind of bar is giving you a prosecco?
Oh, it depends where you go. Maybe you're going somewhere like a little fancier. Who knows?
Well, damn.
Depends what mood you're in, you know?
Yeah, you do.
But maybe you're sitting but maybe you're sitting like on a patio in the summer. And you're just like, I just want a nice like cold beer, you know?
I definitely will never say that because I do not like beer. But I do have like a wheat allergy. I don't talk about it a lot because then it goes into that whole people are like, gluten allergies aren't real, and it's like, okay, like I don't lead with that, but I do have results from the allergist showing that I do have an allergen to wheat. So
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Before I had my first son, I only drank tea. I am a tea snob. I only drink Tetley Orange Pico.
Is that a snob though?
Yeah, because I only drink it. If you offer me something else, I'll say no.
I thought you meant like you're gonna go like hardcore with like the brands.
No, Tetley Orange Pico. If you give me Red Rose bullshit, I need like 3 tea bags in it.
Okay.
And like
so
I know what fast food places to go that have Tetley Orange Pico.
Okay, that's highly specific.
Right. Crazy. But then I had my son and I was like, oh, this girl needs more caffeine. So then I started drinking coffee.
So how do you take your coffee?
I am, again, super classy.
There's a type A coming in again, guys.
Because I didn't like coffee, right? So I had to learn to like the taste.
Absolutely.
So and to this day, I still use it every morning. The Starbucks creamer, the specific one, the white chocolate mocha, the creamer, I put in my coffee to kind of disguise the coffee flavor. Sure. I put a little bit of that. Perfect.
Have you ever tried just putting like a half and half or a creamer in like a flavored syrup, like a vanilla or caramel?
No. Because I found something good and I don't want to fuck it up.
Totally. I totally understand that.
It's really good, so I'm good.
I ventured into trying those type of things for that brief moment in time when I was keto.
Oh.
Oh yeah, okay. We were still working together at the same time when you remember those times. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't do that now. Keto, it's not sustainable for somebody like me. But then it goes to, are you a carnivore or herbivore or omnivore?
Carnivore. I eat everything.
But not
that
all.
I like.
You do eat like plant leaves and stuff like lettuce, or you're like no?
Yep. What about you?
Yeah, I would say an omnivore, that I do a bit of both of the plants and the meats. Yeah. I'm trying to get better at eating more meat for whatever reason. As you get older, you need more protein. So
yeah,
I realized like you could probably get full if you actually tried to like eat more meat or protein. Yeah. But for whatever reason, I'm like, no, carbs. Because I guess because I love them.
Good. Carbs are good, but
and they definitely help with depression.
They help with everything, let's be honest. No, like for dinners every night, I try to make a balanced meal with like a protein, a veggie, and then like a carb. So we have all of the things.
So this leads into a really good question. That's not something that I prepared. I just came up with it on the spot. Are you a meal prepper for the week or a meal planner, or do you kind of like let the day take you where it goes and you maybe cook for the next 2 days and then you'll check back in with yourself?
That's a good question. I think sometimes I will think ahead, like at the grocery store, like, okay, we're going to have this week, and then I'm going to buy specific things to have that week.
Sure.
But then there'll be other weeks where I'm like, okay, what do we have in the cupboard or the fridge today? And then I try to figure it out through there. So I think It just depends on the week.
Good answer.
What about you?
I used to be a meal prepper when we worked in the office, because it was easier to just kind of do that and then know, here's my lunch for today. And, just pull it out of the fridge, ready to go. Since the pandemic, I don't cook hardly ever, just because my life kind of has me all over the place. But I do subscribe to a meal service.
Oh, which one?
So I've done Honeybee, and right now I'm doing meals.com. So these are like fairly new. It's okay. Yeah. But it's better than me giving Uber Eats all of my money, because that was definitely a thing.
Yeah. Valid. It's good for you, though. I think, well, at least I hear that a good amount of people use meal prep services that, the box comes to your house and then they give you all the ingredients. Like, I think that's fantastic. Like, you don't have to go grocery shopping. You don't have to unpack it. You know, you just gotta follow it. Like, that is so great.
I would say that most single people do subscribe to those type of things.
Yeah.
Just because, also, I stopped cooking for myself, because you're cooking in such big quantities that it's like, my food won't last it'll be fresh 5 days from now.
Yeah, valid.
And I'm not a big freeze and then thaw out later person. I don't like that.
Yeah.
So for a single person, having those meals at, every 2 or 3 days works for me.
Yeah, that's valid. How many hours of sleep do you need to feel good?
I need more. I need 8.
You need 8.
I don't know if it's gotten more as I got older, but I know that right now I probably get 6 or 7 a night when I'm not in insomnia mode. And that's not enough usually for me.
Yeah, same.
But I
feel like I could totally get a lot more, but I'm not. But I will take all the hours of sleep you give me.
Right? Well, it's so key to your health and to your mental clarity.
Yeah.
Are you a working out person? And if so, do you work out in the morning or the night?
I was.
Same.
And I think it changed like with over time. I think when I was young, I worked out in the morning. But then as things progressed, I would work out. I found I didn't like actually to work out at the gym. I like to join a activity or a sport and then do that in the evening.
Yeah.
And it's not fully working out, but it's moving your body and it's running and it's doing whatever. I enjoy a team sport like that over going to the gym and working out like that.
I totally get that. I would agree that ideally I would love to get up every morning and work out in the morning.
Yeah.
I think since having to have a job that relies on me going into the office, that's totally killed that routine for me. It's just way too early to get enough sleep, and I'm prioritizing sleep over working out. But when I did do like a team activity like running and had like a running group, those would be at night. You know, you have like that activity, you feel like you accomplished something, you did a little bit of socializing. I do a lot of snacking at night, so then that kind of just like it just negated it, right? It's like I can't snack if I'm not at home. So yeah, I probably can do both, but I do want to get back into working out in the morning.
And I found different ways. Again, like when I lived in the city, I used to live at Yonge and Bloor, and then my previous job was at King and Yonge, and I would walk to work.
Damn.
Right? So that was a good like 45-minute walk.
Yeah. To
work and then back home from work. And then potentially have a sporting thing in the evening. So that's where that's how I consider kind of working out.
Absolutely. That's a good way of knocking out those 10,000 steps.
And you and I used to walk on our lunches. We got into a rhythm. Right. We would eat at our desk either before or after, and we would actually take that time during lunch and we would go for a walk and move our bodies.
And that was crucial in those times.
Yes. Yeah.
We're lucky that we could do it rain or shine, because we were connected to the downtown underground pass system, where there's a whole city that lives underground, so that we were able to like get our steps in. And that was hardcore, managing 10,000 steps a day in those times as well.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like we achieved it every day.
Absolutely. That's why I'm a little heavier than when you last saw me. Because I do not get 10,000 steps.
I think everyone is because of COVID. Don't worry.
True. Facts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I thought of something else that I want to ask you. What's like a smell, an unusual smell that you like smelling?
So random.
But such a good question, I feel like.
An unusual smell? Can it
like
just be any smell?
Some people might like, oh, I like the smell of like when you light a match, or the smell of outside after it like rains, or the smell of like gasoline.
Ew. I mean, if that's your thing. I like the smell of coffee. Even before I liked coffee, I liked the smell of it. I like the smell of any baked good. When you walk into a house, you're like, damn, that smells good. What did you just bake? That smells delicious.
For sure.
It's the smell of popcorn. Like movie theater popcorn. Like you walk in and you just get the smell just hits you right in the face. Oh, give me some right now. Those are the top few things I can think of off the top of my head. What about you?
For me, it would be like the smell of the garage. I don't know if it's like a smell that I love, but it's just a smell where I'm like, I don't know. It's just it's like a distinct smell. It smell of bacon.
Oh yeah.
This is like I can't. And then yeah, maybe like cookies or something, but like I'm not a baker and I don't have a wife or a husband that bakes cookies. That'd probably be like come in third for me. There probably is maybe one other one, but those are what I say. Those are the top two.
Yeah. And maybe the smell of the ocean. You know how the ocean kind of has this like smell? Mm-hmm. Like the salt air and everything.
Yeah, like they're distinct smells, so you know exactly where you are.
Yeah.
Based on that smell.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you'll smell something, you're like, wow, this reminds me of like my class in kindergarten. You know, like
yeah. It like takes you back.
Yeah.
To that moment. Yeah, for sure. Do you believe in love at first sight?
Such a good question. I don't think I've ever felt love for somebody at first sight. Maybe lust, where I'm like, okay, you're cute. I'm gonna have to try and work something out here at some point. It hasn't happened for me, so I would say no. But there's definitely times when I meet people where I feel a connection of some sort, even though I don't know what it's going to be, where I'm like, there's an energy there that I need to figure out.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I don't believe in love at first sight either. I think it has to grow. Yeah. But there's some sort of maybe spark or something that attracts you to that person and you want to talk to them more, or you want to explore that more.
Absolutely. I definitely think that happens. I want to ask some controversial ones now.
Okay, bring it on.
When you eat cereal, do you put the milk in first or do you put the cereal in first?
I'm not crazy. I put the cereal in first.
Thank you. So you're not a psychopath.
Yeah. Cereal and then milk.
Okay, so let's take it a step further now, Sarah. When you put the toilet paper roll on, is it roll up where the toilet paper, you pull it from the top, or down where you're pulling it from underneath?
Like
now,
95% of the time it's up, but I could care less. I literally couldn't care less.
But does it not feel strange?
It does. And I have changed it because I'm like, this is weird. But in the moment, I'm like, I don't really care. But I do tend to put it up, coming down.
I've almost come to blows and stopped friendships with people at work when they told me that they put it like down.
Down?
Like literally.
That's hilarious.
Because I can't, like, you might as well say to me that you also put the milk in first in your cereal. And it's just like, why? Why, like, rationally?
What goes on in your brain? Yeah, valid.
So you want the cereal all to float. So you want the milk to cereal ratio to be off.
Yeah, valid. Do you have any other controversial questions?
Oh, give me a minute. I don't have any right now. But there was one that I was thinking about, but I've lost it for the moment. But give me time. I'll come back to it.
Are you the type of person that if there's a bug or like a spider in your house, do you kill it or do you set it free?
I murder it.
Same.
Yeah.
Like you asked for it. You're in my house. Like, bye-bye.
God bless. Like, and I definitely like wish it well when I flush it down the toilet. But however, at some point the bug could be a size where I don't feel comfortable killing it because it's like it's reached its like maximum kill threshold.
Yeah.
I haven't encountered one yet in the house, but there will be a point where there'll be some kind of vermin that is going to be too big for me to feel like I can kill it and not be completely repulsed. Like a mouse is like capture and let go.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. They're cute though. I've seen one.
Like not in my house. They're cute. Yeah, sure.
My mom had mice in her basement at one point, so my brother caught it, thank God.
Oh my God.
They're the cutest things, but I don't think people realize that mice don't actually scurry. They leap. They leap like fucking frogs.
So they can fly? Like fuck's sake.
Well, you know what? They're just one probably chromosome away from turning into their cousin the bat because
oh my God.
They literally leap, so it's hard to catch them.
Jeez.
Learn that the hard way. Ooh, okay, but here's my controversial question. Have you ever stolen anything? You have. Okay, so what was it?
I think everyone has in their life.
Absolutely. I mean, don't tell me you did it yesterday, but yeah, at some point in your teenage years, maybe younger if you're one of those rambunctious kids who didn't realize that things weren't for free in a store, but we've all done it.
I think everyone has, whether you meant to or you didn't mean to, and you got home and you're like, oh crap. I think everyone has in their life. That's what I think.
Okay, but what was it? Or how many times was it?
Tell me your story.
Oh, okay. So we all know you've done it a couple times, and it was probably makeup. I for sure have taken like a lip liner before.
By accident or on like purposely?
On purpose. At one point, I was doing it just to tempt fate in my teenage years, just to see if I would get caught, which is the most dangerous thing. So I took a bra, I took candy, I took a hoodie, like
a hoodie.
Yeah, I mean
that's
this is like
big
from Walmart. Granted, the other people like that I was growing up alongside in high school were like stealing gaming systems. So this is
my gosh.
Yeah, this is very minute, but yeah, I guess I did it for the thrill. We do it, go to the change room, do our little thing, come out, and then as soon as we like cross the door, we would sprint across the parking lot to like fear because they'll wait until you leave before they arrest you. But yeah, that was very short lived. Like, I wasn't reselling it or doing shit like that. I just was just being a kid wanting to like test boundaries.
For sure. And you wanted to impress your friends, and I understand that. Yeah, that makes sense. I've definitely by accident have not scanned something at certain stores, and then I got back and I was like, I don't know if I scanned that.
Yeah.
And then I look back at the receipt and I'm like, nope, definitely didn't scan that by accident. What
about like in your teenage years?
I feel like I don't remember, but I'm sure.
Okay, Bill Clinton, we get it.
I'm sure something slipped into my bag from Claire's or something by accident.
I bet you did, yeah.
You know?
Don't worry, Mom and Dad aren't going to hear this pod. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Is there life after death? What do you think?
I fucking hope so. Because if I have this misery and then blackness to look forward to afterwards, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah. So what do you think happens? What do you think happens?
I struggled with this for a long time, and I don't struggle with it now, but I haven't really reached my resolution yet. But I believe that we're all operating on different planes, and right now we're in, I don't know, like the third dimension, but like the next level after you pass away might be the fourth or the fifth, where like Marvel and the universe, these are all like timelines, and this is the timeline I'm in now, and then wherever next level of consciousness I get to once I close my eyes is the next maybe quote unquote life that I live, or the next level that I live in. So I think there's another part to my journey. This is how I feel comfortable waking up every day, being like, I need to aspire to like elevate to another level of consciousness and not just be like stuck in like a black room forever.
Yeah, valid. Yeah, I hope there's something after. Whether, I don't know, maybe we come back as animals, maybe we come back as different people, maybe we can haunt
I fucking hope I don't come back
family.
as an animal.
Valid. Maybe we can see what's going on and we can help our family and friends through things. I have no idea. But I hope there's something after. That would be great.
So the sub question to that then is what you believe happens as life after death coincide with the religious beliefs that you grew up with?
I guess it does. Yeah.
Okay. I think to an extent it does for me, though. I went to Catholic school, baptized Catholic. So for me, there's a heaven and a hell. Yeah. Based on the Bible. But if we're all sinners and we all ask for, some kind of redemption from our God, then how can there be hell? It feels like kind of like what is happening on this earth is hell, and we've just been like tricked.
Yeah.
But I do believe, that what we do here on this earth should elevate into either leveling up next time around or like leveling down.
Exactly.
And then maybe next time around I come back as a shoe.
I don't know about that.
It's like, girl, you did not learn your lesson. Yes. Or a sloth.
Yeah.
They look so happy.
They're just moving to their slow pace, like you do.
Beat of their own drum with their extremely long fingernails.
Exactly. What is your favorite app on your phone?
Instagram and YouTube get a lot of love from me.
Yeah.
TikTok, it does not. I'm embarrassed to admit that my Outlook gets a lot of action. Yeah. That's weird, right?
But no, I feel like unfortunately that's kind of normal in today's day and age.
Yeah. Those would be top 3. Though I do go into phases where a lot of my game apps get a lot of love. But not like Candy Crush. Other weird games that I play. Sometimes I play like Gin Rummy or some shit on my phone.
Got it. Understood. Yeah, I think mine is Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Those are top.
TikTok is your top.
Hey, it's a good app.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not. I've yet to get into the rhythm of. I should probably say my dating apps probably get a lot of action too, but they haven't recently. Yeah, Bumble hasn't gotten any love.
Gotcha.
Would you rather be able to be invisible as a superpower or to fly?
Fly.
Really?
Yeah. You can get places so much faster. Are you kidding me?
True, but you can only get there like by yourself.
I can't bring people along. I can't hold people and fly. I can't.
Well, I didn't say you had superhuman strength, right? I didn't say you're Superman.
Yeah, but I can hold my son. I can't take him.
Yeah, but I would imagine that you'd want hubby to come. I mean, he'll just meet you when he meets you, I guess.
He can fly too. I would say fly. You would say invisible?
I would say invisible. I feel like I would be able to get a lot more dirt a lot faster than how I'm normally getting dirt nowadays.
What dirt? What are you talking about?
Like, like office politics where you're like, wonder what's happening in that meeting. I wouldn't have to wonder.
I know, but like we barely go into the office. So like that's not really a thing anymore. At least for me, it's
true.
Not.
It's true. That's valid. Then if flying isn't either, because where am I flying to? My vacation destination?
Sure. Fly to the grocery store. Boom, you're right there. Fly to the mall, fly to your mom's house, fly like wherever. Just boom, you're there that much quicker.
Yeah. I mean, I guess from that perspective, I don't ever go to the grocery store or to the mall, so that wouldn't matter to me. But
You don't wait. You don't go to the grocery store?
no, I've always got my groceries delivered.
Oh my gosh. Class A.
Yeah, girl. No Prosecco for me, just a delivery fee.
I feel like I'm at the grocery store every other day.
That makes sense, though, given where you are at life, that you're going to the grocery store. If I had to worry about taking care of others, I'd probably try and save money and do that. But no, I do not. Bring it to my door. Also, acknowledging the fact that doing like grocery shopping and then having to lug it home, living in a condo.
Valid.
Like, ugh.
I do subscribe to some things on Amazon that then I get regular. They bring, if it's like a big thing, if it's like cat litter, diapers, wipes, things like that, I'm like, you know what? I'm not lugging that from the store to my car, from the car to my house, and then put it. No, I'm not doing that. So I subscribe it through Amazon, and it comes when it's supposed to come, and it comes directly to my door. Like, hello, can you be more perfect?
But you don't get like diapers through Amazon.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's cost effective for you?
It's cheaper when you do it subscription wise. You save like $5 on it.
Okay,
That's just like a quick tip of the day.
I thought you'd be like a Costco, like Costco diapers.
I find the Amazon price is better than Costco.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know. I totally trust you. When did you realize Santa wasn't real?
Oh,
he's real, guys. We're totally kidding, but yeah.
He's so real. I love the magic of all that, especially now that I have a 3-year-old. Like, it's just so fun to like go through that again.
Especially now they have that little elf.
Oh yeah, I don't have that.
Oh, no elf on the shelf?
No. I feel like it was definitely sometime in elementary school, early elementary school. I remember sitting down and asking my mom if Santa was real, because I heard things at school and I didn't know. Yeah, and then I think she told me the truth.
Wow. Good on your mom.
I know. But like believing that Santa is real for my child is just so fun and magical. You know?
Absolutely.
It's just fun. What about you?
I can't remember the exact age, but as a kid, Christmas Eve, we open our presents on Christmas Day. My parents have never been able to waver and break tradition. So Christmas Eve would always be like a day where the night you don't sleep, because I would be so excited. I would never go to sleep. And then it would be so bad that my mom would have to like lay with me and my sister to like try and like get us to calm down and go to bed. But what would happen is that my mom would fall asleep, and then maybe my sister would fall asleep, and I'd just be awake, but pretending to be asleep. So my brother is about almost 10 years older than I am, so he would be the one to be Santa for us.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So he came into the room when we were sleeping, into my sister and my room, and to say, to my mom, hey, should I put out the presents, the Santa presents now? My mom's like, yeah. And then he closes the door, and then I go, Mom, I heard that.
And then what did she say?
She probably cursed. She's probably like fuck or like shit or something. But then she's like, well, what can I do? I think she probably said not to say anything to my sister. I think my cousins had already spoiled it for me by saying Santa wasn't real anymore. Those little gangsters that they are.
Yeah.
Just kidding. They're not gangsters. But I didn't want to believe it to be true, obviously. 'Cause I'm like,
yeah, of course not. Exactly.
And then, reality set in. And I'm like, fuck. Because, it's heartbreaking when you realize that magic isn't real as a kid.
Right? You gotta hold on to that as long as possible.
Yeah, because life sucks.
Truly. I wasn't gonna say it, but maybe a few more questions. Do you have any tattoos?
I have 0 tattoos, but I've gone to get a tattoo 3 times in my life and never did it.
It never went through with it? Why?
Never. The last time that I had gone to try and get a tattoo, it was in Vegas, and I couldn't decide on a design at that point. It's not like I went to Las Vegas saying I'm getting a tattoo. So I couldn't figure out what I was comfortable with etching into my body at the time. Oh, also going back to what are some of my phobias? Like I have a fear of needles too. And then the time before that, nobody ever came to like assist me at the tattoo parlor on Queen Street, so then I didn't get it.
Oh, that's funny.
And then the first time was when I was 19, and I went with my roommate, my university roommate in London, Ontario, to get it. And it was in the nastiest tattoo shop ever, the most unhygienic. She probably has hepatitis now as a result of it. She went first. And they bandaged her up with masking tape and a paper towel. I kid you not. Classy. And then I held her hand the whole time. And then she gets up and they're like, "Are you ready to go?" And I'm like, "No."
No, thank you.
And she's like, "What?"
She probably hated you.
And her tattoo was horrible too.
Oh
and
my God.
It became raised. It was a keloid. So yeah, I hope she thinks about me every time she looks at that.
She probably hates you.
Yeah, she probably hated me for other reasons too, so it's fine. And that was when it was popular to get Chinese writing.
Oh, got it. Would you ever follow through and actually get one?
Not now. I wouldn't now. I don't believe that it's good for the body to have that ink in there. So yeah, I wouldn't now. And it feels like a hot nail rubbing on your skin, and I have very thin skin. I'm not interested.
Valid. Gotcha.
You seem like you have like a little kink in you where you have like a weird little fairy on your ankle or something. Do you have any tattoos?
Not. I don't. I want one. I've always wanted one, but I don't.
Ooh.
Don't have one.
Where do you want it to be?
I don't know. I haven't thought that far. But I do want one in my life. I feel like in my lifetime, I want one. I would regret it if I didn't have one. Before I die, I want one.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Well, the skin is not getting any more elastic.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know.
FYI.
I know.
I guess you have to wait until you have your last baby to see, so it won't stretch and shrink depending on where you want to put it.
Exactly, right? Exactly.
Do you know what you want it to be of?
No. It's probably going to say something super corny. But no, I don't. But I do want one. I know that.
Yours should be like the peace sign, since that's like your trademark.
Oh gosh, yeah. So I do want one. I also I've always wanted one, but I'm too scared because I think it's I don't know. I think it's too scary, but I always wanted one. A nose ring, like a little like diamond stud on your nose. I think that's so badass.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get my nose pierced at some point for sure. I totally agree with that. Like, you can look ethereal and hippie, but at the same time, you can look like you could like fuck a bitch up.
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly.
Agreed.
Oh, love that. Do you have any other questions before we wrap it up?
I think one thing I don't know about you, which isn't really important, but it's like a very mundane question, is like, what's your middle name?
It's like the most basic white person middle name out there.
It doesn't beat mine. Oh, maybe we have the same.
Maybe.
Are you an Anne or a Lynn or a Marie?
Close, but no.
So what is it?
Elizabeth.
Ah.
See, pretty basic, eh?
I'm an Anne girl.
You're an Anne. Yeah.
As basic as you can get.
Yeah, pretty basic. Nothing cool.
Nobody is really calling anybody by a middle name that it matters anyway. Like be like, oh, this girl, her name is like Carrie Love, and it's like, why?
Yeah, valid.
You know,
that's valid.
Or like naming children after fruit, or just like anything now, like weather, stormy, directions, 100%. North.
Truly, Apple. I think a celebrity named their kid Apple.
Yeah,
like, right on. Yeah, valid. That's valid.
I think we've run the gamut of getting to know.
I think hopefully y'all know a little bit more about us, the differences about us, the similarities, and kind of how we met. Yeah.
But we're always interested in knowing, from our listeners, as always, like fun facts about them. And are they coffee or tea drinkers? Are they work out in the morning or the night? Do they have crazy phobias? We want to hear about it.
Absolutely. Let us know.
I guess until then, girl, it's always a pleasure to catch up.
Chat with you later.
Bye.
Bye.